The highest court. The king of Champak, Vijayadev, was a good man, but he could not always do things according to his own will. It was because he was too gentle to displease his near and dear ones. One to exploit this weakness of the king was Sukumar, his brother in law. Sukumar was an idler who lived in the palace of King Vijayadev. The queen was very fond of her younger brother, and the king was very fond of his queen. The result was Sukumar went on doing whatever he liked. He had some pals, the good for nothing sons of some noblemen. They rode into the bazaar when they needed money for gambling or merrymaking. They extorted money from the merchants in the name of new taxes. The merchants thought that Sukumar did so with the king's approval. They did not dare to report anything against him to the king. The minister tried to caution the king against Sukumar's unruly conduct, but the king turned a deaf ear to his complaints. One day, a village lad named Vikash came to the weekly market to sell two handsome stallions he had nurtured. Sukumar came galloping towards him. I needed such nice horses. Follow me with them to my stable, he commanded. Vikash did not know Sukumar. He said, first pay me the price for them. Then I will lead them to your stable. Price? Shouted Sukumar. Here it is. Take it. He slapped Vikash. Vikash was taken aback, but he did not lose nerve. He caught hold of Sukumar by the collar and threw him off his horse and went his way. Many people saw Sukumar falling, but nobody came to help him stand up. Sukumar shook dust off his body and ran to the palace. The royal couple sat in an inner apartment discussing things with the minister. A wicked man threw me off my horse, Sukumar complained, tears drizzling from his eyes. What audacity! Send our guards and capture him, said the king. And put him to death, said the queen, going over to her brother. Sukumar went out with the guards and captured Vikash. Vikash explained to the king that he was not to blame. But before the king or the minister had said anything, the queen asked the guards to take him away and put him to death. It was evening. Nobody was put to death at night. Vikash was detained in jail to be killed in the morning. But the king was restless. He knew that Vikash was innocent. He called the minister privately and asked him how to save Vikash without displeasing the queen. My lord, Let Vikash apologize to Sukumar and the queen. Once the two are appeased, we can set him free, said the minister. At midnight, the king and the minister met Vikash in his cell. The minister proposed that he should apologize to Sukumar and the queen for sake of his life. Noble sir, I have already decided to appeal to the highest court. Why should I apologize to anybody for no fault of mine? Calmly stated Vikash. The king smiled. Young man, he said, you seem to be naive. There is no court higher than the king's court. There is, my lord, the court of God. In a few hours, I will be there. I will tell God that while a king is expected to act on God's behalf, the king of Champak is acting only on his brother-in-law's behalf or the queen's behalf, said Vikash. The king stood speechless. Slowly, he turned to his minister and said, I have been a fool. From now onwards, I will act only according to the truth and justice. I don't care if I am misunderstood by my near or dear ones. He set Vikash free and gave him compensation for the injustice done to him. Thank you for listening. Now, look for the word in the dictionary. Stallion. Stallion. Stallion means